That was all you doing this.
No. Yeah.
I promise.
I get up.
I'm not in training. I don't gotta keep doing all those.
He's pacing at his own pace anyway. That ain't the fast pace.
Boxing, he's definitely talented. You know what I mean? And he's definitely got that it. And yeah, he's definitely respected in boxing. But Shakur is a different fighter.
Terence Crawford joined Shakur Stevenson in camp, offering high-level insight on ring IQ, breaking down angles, composed defense, and clean counterpunching to neutralize Teofimo Lopez and dictate the pace of every round with total control.
Yeah. No. I want you to pull. Good. Good. Stay in your rhythm, champ. Stay in your rhythm. Your rhythm, your time, your fight. Let's go.
You trying hard? Good drive. This effort. That's cool. You want to work this nigga?
Shakur Stevenson pushes his limits in brutal camp sessions, dialing in elite speed, razor-sharp timing, and airtight defense, while Terence Crawford studies every move, preparing next-level strategies for the Teofimo Lopez showdown.
Yeah. That's the second time that happened to you. Yeah. And I ain't even touch your body.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Shakur Stevenson's coach says fear isn't part of the equation. He's willing to step in with anyone, accepts every challenge, and is ready to fight anyone put in front of him.
The best of the best. That go for everybody. For everybody. That go for everybody. I don't put him at the pound for pound over everybody. Now you figure out whoever you think the best, he the best.
Terence Crawford stands inside Shakur Stevenson's camp, offering brotherly advice, sharing experience, guiding strategy, and motivating with calm, confident leadership.
People that know it all are the people that don't go very far. You gotta always be a student. You gotta always be able to learn and pick up things from this person, that person.
He's a work of art. The sky is the limit with Shakur. He got the boxing skills and the ability to, do whatever he wants in the ring. And it's gonna be very hard to beat Shakur, with the skills that he possesses. And it's
Terence Crawford applauds Shakur Stevenson, highlighting his exceptional skills and sharp ring IQ. While some call him boring, few truly recognize his talent, strategy, and mastery inside the ring.
When did that?
I got Shakur.
Are you saying that because that's your man and you don't like?
In Shakur Stevenson's camp, Terence Crawford emphasizes versatility, teaching techniques, and highlighting the importance of learning unique strategies from every opponent.
Like, kind of thing, like, no disrespect. Like, it's like, like when you go to cookouts and all your family be sitting there playing spades and like our type culture, I guess.
Sean Porter sees the Stevenson versus Lopez fight as one Shakur can control, calling it Stevenson's fight to lose. He explains that if Stevenson performs at his best, he can dictate the pace and shape the outcome, while acknowledging boxing's unpredictability. Porter highlights Stevenson's skill and preparation as giving him a clear edge. He's optimistic the bout could be exciting and meaningful, potentially setting the tone for the year in boxing. Reflecting on the previous year, Porter feels the sport left unfinished business and lacks closure on key moments, and he hopes this fight helps address that. Overall, He shows respect for both fighters, but emphasizes Stevenson's responsibility to execute his plan and sees the opportunity this matchup presents.
There's some other ways it could go, but a lot of people think it's gonna be. It could possibly be boring. I don't think it's gonna be a boring fight. I think Teo knows he has to step up. I think this is his fight. I think it's Shakur's fight to lose, and what I mean by that is if Shakur doesn't operate, if Shakur is caught sleeping, something bad could happen. It's his fight to lose, but I think it's also Teo's fight to win. And what I mean by that is if Teo performs the way that he can perform, and I know that's like an empty message, but
we never know.
All that said, like, it could actually be a really great fight. I expect a great fight.
And I hope this fight, I'm gonna let you go last because I respect you. Every time I'm in an argument, we talked about what we talked about for the show. We all disagreement. I said, boy, I call Sean Zartel right now and eat your ass up. But I didn't want to. But I hope Teo and Shakur starts the year off big and actually builds the sport of boxing for have a great year. I felt like I was let down last year in sport of boxing. I don't know how y'all felt. I just felt like we had a lot of open stuff that didn't get.
Tim Bradley explains that in boxing, the most direct path isn't always the quickest or most effective. Against opponents who control the center line and distance, a straight punch might look fast, but it isn't always the best option. Bradley notes that many fighters assume the shortest route to target is automatically the most efficient weapon, but that's a common misconception. He highlights a hook as a smarter alternative. It briefly appears in the opponent's line of vision, disappears, and then re-emerges, often reaching its target faster than a straight punch in certain situations. Specifically, Bradley points to the left hook as a potentially devastating weapon for Shakur Stevenson to watch. Hooks exploit openings and catch fighters off guard, making timing and angles just as critical as speed.
Sometimes the closest route isn't always the fastest route. You got a guy that likes to stay on the center line, a guy that's a master at controlling range, okay? So many people fall into the understanding that because the straighter punch can get there, they believe faster, it's the shorter route to the target, that's the best and most effective weapon. No, it's not. It's not. So the one thing about hooks are in frame and then out of frame. In frame, check this out. Check this out. Back in frame. So that moment, that small little moment where it's in frame, out of frame, back in frame, it gets to the straight line a lot quicker than straight punches. The punch that I'm worried about for Shakur getting hit with the most from Teo, and he's devastating with this punch, is the left.
Regis Pragra highlights Shakur Stevenson's superiority over Teofimo Lopez in both mental approach and technical boxing skills. While Lopez possesses impressive athleticism and raw talent, he often struggles with focus, consistency, and maintaining the right mindset under high-pressure moments. Prager explains that Stevenson's calm composure, strategic thinking, and precision in the ring give him a decisive edge, especially in anticipating opponents' moves and adjusting tactics mid-fight. According to Prager, Lopez's natural ability alone is unlikely to match Stevenson's disciplined approach, which seamlessly combines tactical intelligence and physical skill. He also emphasizes that mental toughness can often outweigh physical advantages, making Stevenson a more reliable and prepared fighter in this matchup. Ultimately, Prager positions Stevenson as a fighter with a clearer plan, better awareness, and stronger consistency, showing why the balance between mental and technical skills leans firmly in Stevenson's favor.
I feel like, Shakur is probably going to start stepping up, and Teo's going to try to hit him, and it's not going to work. And then Shakur might start. The thing about Shakur is a very good a real good counter puncher, really sharp, real sharp with the counter punch. He sneaks those punches in, you know, and that's the ones that hurt the most when he just sneaking them in when you're not supposed to hit them. So I definitely feel like, yeah, I feel like Shakur is gonna beat him comfortably. Not knockout, but comfortable 12 rounds for sure.
Have you sparred Lopez before?
I never sparred Teo, though. Never sparred Teo.
Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson. That definitely makes sense. Who do you think is going to win that fight?
I got Shakur for sure. Shakur.
Do you think he wins this comfortably, or do you think it'll be a close fight?
I think he wins it comfortably. Yeah, I think he wins it comfortably. I think, you know, Shakur. I think the thing is about Teo is very good athletically, but he's weak-minded. You know, you can see in some fights he struggles. Teo does struggle. You know, now he does come up from big fights. Lomachenko, he came up. Josh Taylor, he came up. But a lot of fights, man, he struggles. And, you know, he does struggle on a whole lot of fights and stuff. Like, I think he looked good. Yeah, he looked good against Barboza. But like I said, for the most part, Teo does struggle. And I think he struggles mentally with a lot of things. But I think with Shakur, I think Shakur's going to break him. I think maybe the first two or three rounds, it might be a close fight. You know, it might be close. It might.
Malik Scott analyzes a potential showdown between Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson, focusing on how each fighter's strengths could shape the bout. Scott highlights Lopez's quickness and athleticism, noting that these traits make him explosive and unpredictable in the ring. However, he emphasizes that raw speed and athleticism alone aren't enough against a technically superior and strategically minded opponent like Stevenson. Stevenson's ability to read opponents, control the pace, and exploit openings could neutralize Lopez's advantages. Scott also underscores the importance of fight intelligence, timing, and decision-making, explaining that these factors could ultimately determine the outcome more than sheer athleticism. By carefully dissecting the matchup, he highlights Stevenson's edge and skillful execution, suggesting that Lopez would need more than physical gifts to overcome Stevenson's methodical style. Scott's insights make it clear: combining talent with strategy is essential for success in the ring.
It's gonna be friendly because it depends on, you know, which either guy, what game they come with. Concerning is Shakur going to use nothing but his legs? Is Teo going to do just enough because Shakur may offset him a bit and give him a look that he never seen before? I have Shakur winning. I think Teo, concerning explosiveness, he get it. Rapid speed, he get it. But I think when it comes to the craft and fundamentals, you have to go with Shakur. To me, he's a lot more seasoned. And plus, I just believe Teofimo, he makes mistakes to me you just can't make when you're fighting Shakur.
Like what?
You can't be overcommitting. You can't approach his offense range with your lead hand down, especially since Shakur is a southpaw. Because that means if you're orthodox and you're approaching Shakur with your lead hand down, you're actually closer to his jab hand. And we all know Shakur got one of the best jabs, especially from a southpaw standpoint. But it's going to be a good fight. The card is incredible by itself. You know what I mean? We already know how the card is. We got Keyshawn on it, Jarrell Miller on it, Shushu Carrington. Like, so, you know, it's a great card, but I'm going with Shakur for the win.
Okay, with that being said, then what does Teo got to do to win?
He has to get Shakur up. How would I say this? I don't want to just make it seem like come across as if Shakur is novice. But the times that Shakur is putting himself against the ropes, this is the time that Teofimo is going to have to depend on his explosiveness. He's going to have to depend on his offset lead right hands. He's going to have, but even doing that, everything with Teo comes off his front foot, his explosiveness, his speed, everything. So it's almost like whenever the times he get Shakur up against the rope, he got to pick his shots well, but then after that he have to be ready to defend because Shakur to return.
Teddy Atlas steps in to defend both Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez from the criticism they faced throughout their careers. He stresses that public perception often misses the full scope of each fighter's dedication, talent, and accomplishments. Atlas explains that both fighters have been misunderstood or unfairly judged at times, emphasizing the importance of recognizing their skill, discipline, and hard work. He highlights Stevenson's strategic intelligence and composure, alongside Lopez's natural athleticism and fight instincts, showing that each brings unique strengths to the sport. He also notes that external criticism often overlooks the complexities of a fighter's preparation, mental challenges, and in-ring decision-making. Atlas encourages fans and critics alike to appreciate the nuances of each athlete's journey, rather than focusing solely on isolated performances or reputations.
Teofimo at certain spot. He's avoiding this guy. He's avoiding that guy. You can't take those shots at these two guys. Definitely can't now. They are stepping up, and they are taking fights that a lot of people are probably surprised they took. Now, a lot of people will say style-wise, Teddy, style-wise, is this going to be a great fight? I don't know if it will. I mean, style-wise, I could see you having a little reservations, whether or not these guys will make for dynamite. They will make, for electricity. I don't know if they will, but I tell you what they will make for. Two skillful fighters, two talented fighters, two fighters that are at a high skill level that will compete. I mean, Shakur showed aggression in his last fight against Cepeda, being elusive while being aggressive, walking them down, fighting on the inside, boxing well, still being able to counter, still being able to control space, but also be able to go into tight quarters and not be afraid to show that he's good on the inside too, that he can make you miss and make you pay outside and inside. Shakur showed that. That was great. That was great, and people applaud him. I applaud him. We were sitting there ringside. I was sitting there actually with your sister, ringside, watching that fight, and it was a terrific performance. Shakur showing that dimension, showing that attitude, showing that competitiveness, showing that dog like people like to show or like to talk about, and they wanted to.
Jermaine Ortiz provides a thoughtful perspective on the upcoming fight between Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez, highlighting Stevenson's growth as a fighter. Ortiz emphasizes that Shakur has learned from past experiences and won't repeat the same mistakes. In earlier matches, Stevenson occasionally fought aggressively without fully controlling distance, leaving openings for opponents. Ortiz explains that in this fight, Stevenson will adopt a more disciplined approach, carefully managing range, timing, and positioning to maximize effectiveness while minimizing risk.
Maybe a glimpse or two.
Why?
And one, Shakur said it himself after that fight that he wasn't going to fight like that again. And that's the main reason. He said he wasn't going to do it. And
Teo's cracking like that?
To 140, which is really, huh?
Is Teo cracking?
No, I don't think. I think he had more of a threat with the Cepeda as a puncher than Teofimo. But he's going up a weight class. That's not naturally his weight class as well.
You think that'll play a factor?
No, that would play a factor.
Ortiz notes that Stevenson's ability to read opponents and adjust mid-fight has improved significantly, making him a more formidable and intelligent fighter. He emphasizes that the strategic evolution stems from Shakur's dedication to refining his craft, studying opponents, learning from both victories and setbacks, and implementing those lessons in the ring. According to Ortiz, this maturity allows Stevenson to maintain composure under pressure, execute precise counters, and avoid unnecessary exchanges, giving him a clear advantage over Lopez if he applies these principles effectively. That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until...
Moving around, making sure that...
in and out.
Doing things that Teo don't like.
He got longer arms, I think he'll just keep him... He'll keep him at bay. Teo's a tricky fighter too, so not saying that he can't, slip in and catch him with a couple shots. But Shakur, I think he's going to be defensively sound. He doesn't like getting hit, and I think he's going to stick to that.
As far as Shakur is concerned and Teo, when you look at the speed, when you look at the timing, who do you feel like has that edge when it comes down to that? It could be separate. It could be somebody got the speed and somebody else got the timing.